And it's going to be the 2000s team off the tip.
Do you have a different position in terms of what you play, or do you usually kind of...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
New York City. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to DA Jacob. Well, great attitude. His work inside, a big part of it, DA. Thanks. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Love.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Now Sacramento starting 5. They've got Lowry. Anthony Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. And for the Knicks, Robinson is out there with Chris Paul. Then it's Joe Ingles. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Gallinari in at the power forward.
Well, the Knicks had a lot of turnover trading for expiring contracts. They did what they could to accommodate the wishes of a lot of vets.
Yeah, the problem right now for the Knicks is they're not inviting to a lot of free agents, and that's really where they're trying to make their play. So fascinating over the course of the past decade that New York has not been able to attract the top-tier talent. So building through the draft, Coach Fizdale hopeful that they'll land a star one way or another.
Now, here is Robinson. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Minnesota. Paul outside. The wide open look here for Ingles. Good on the triple.
This is why you love Chris Paul running your offense. Just move without the ball, find some space, and the ball will find you.
Here is Davis. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. The pass to Bogdanovich, outside for Lowry. They get it back. Pass to Davis. Over Paul. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Lowry.
Well, everything right now in sync for AD, and I think that stands for after Duncan.
Paul looking over the floor. And it falls over the rim and in.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Bogdanovich against Robinson to the left wing. Here's Lowry. Here's McGee. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Down low. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Kevin Love has been in the league long enough to understand that down low, contact happens.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
That's good from Love.
The culture shift it's been in Sacramento the last few years. Vlade Divac, along with Peja Stojakovic, 2 of the legendary Sacramento Kings players, finding their footing and trying to put their stamp on this organization with some of the young talent that they've acquired.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Ball against Lowry. Clock at 6. Bogdanovich passes to Lowry. Beyond the arc. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee.
I know people can't see you, Kevin, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
36 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Robinson passes to Paul. Paul is doubled to the middle. Gallinari, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 3rd assist on the night. against Paul. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Davis against Paul. Oubre outside. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. And that one's good by Davis. Davis has got his second bucket of the night.
That's a big-time battle from AD on the glass. You see the athleticism to go back up with it.
And so it's the New York Knicks with their... There's a great friendship between Melo, LeBron, Dwayne Wade.
It's been a sort of long...
And you see that a lot nowadays. Star players developing friendships and GA spending time with each other off the floor.
Yeah, some people hate it because they want that bad blood you used to see, but no reason you have to hate someone to really compete against them.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Sacramento, Anthony Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then there's Lowry. And it's Oubre in at the 3 slot.
Well, Fizdale, part of those great teams in Miami as an assistant coach with Eric Spoelstra, coaches with a lot of fire and enthusiasm, is very involved emotionally in what his team does on a daily basis, and it's why a lot of these young players are gravitating towards his coaching style.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Oubre. Pass to Davis. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
And New York hoped that Fizdale's likability would be a factor in free agency.
Yeah, I think it's going to help the Knicks as they move forward here. Try to find some stability with their coach. That way David Fizdale and his messaging can remain consistent with the type of players that they try to attract here to Gotham.
Ball against Lowry. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Ball against Lowry. Outside Robinson. Back to Paul. New York needs to get off a shot. And the basket by Ingles.
Still the traditional play of Chris Paul as the point guard, that pass-first DNA. Amazing what he's done when you think back through his entire career.
Bogdanovich passes to Oubre. Now Davis, defended by Paul. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Anthony Davis.
That's just such good touch. I mean, with that length, Kevin, once he turns, he's got a shooting window that feels wide open.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
And McGee kicks to Oubre. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. From deep, sinks the triple. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 1 now for Sacramento.
I think he's just going to get more and more confident from behind the arc and become a more consistent scorer in this league as time goes by.
And Lowry gets it to go.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
So it's the Knicks now. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Sacramento. Pass to Ingles. He kicks it to Paul. And the pass to Robinson. Over Bogdanovich. Here's Love, and the dunk by Love.
That strength and attitude there on the glass shown by Kevin Love.
Pass to Oubre. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Kings lead by 3.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Ball outside for 3.
Yeah, and he plays a lot bigger than that.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back. It's Sacramento with the advantage at the half. They have a narrow 3-point lead. And
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as ever.
Gallinari is out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Chris Paul. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Robinson in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Bogdanovich with it. Guarded now by Kevin Love. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Davis with the bucket.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Paul against Lowry. And they double up Paul. Inside. And Davis sends it back.
Phenomenal defense by Anthony Davis to spike that shot back. He'd make a heck of a volleyball player.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Sacramento leading by 3. Right side, Bogdanovich. Kicks it to Lowry. Pass to Davis. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Gallinari.
Just excellent recognition by Anthony Davis to sell the shot fake, gets the defense up in the air.
Second free throw, no good.
You take a look at Anthony Davis and his frame and think about his rookie year coming in so thin and moved around a lot by bigger, stronger players in the post. No longer the case, as he's put on a ton of muscle to that frame and continues to grow in the strength area along with his confidence. That's helped him out a lot.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 4 assists now tonight.
Great shooting off the pass. Get the feet set. Good balance. Bogdanovich dangerous.
Outside for Robinson. Shot clock at 5. Love in the post. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Love with the bucket. And after just one season at Kentucky, the slight build of Davis was a concern in the NBA, and the question was, would his body hold up?
Well, he's answering the question to some degree, Kevin, knowing that it wasn't a one-year process to get stronger and to put on that kind of weight. That just comes with physical maturity. Anthony Davis doing a better job of avoiding places where he might get injured, expanding his game to the perimeter, and hopefully some of those things pay off for his longevity for his career. When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
McGee, the pass to Davis. Back to McGee. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Oubre, good.
Nice to see Oubre step up and do that.
Knicks trail by 8. Ball outside. That shot is off. Good work defensively by Lowry.
And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to what they're going to run here. Got to run a good play.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession. .30 seconds left to play in the third. Ball against Lowry. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Chris Paul always in control. Even when he gets hit, he keeps his balance on the tough shot, and he gets to the and one.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
Lowry with the ball. One of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Davis uses the glass to finish the layup. Davis has got 16 points.
This is what you get with AD, just an incredibly unique skill set and just dominating right now pretty easily on the offensive end.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the New York Knicks. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. They've got JaVale McGee, Lowry out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Kelly Oubre, and it's Davis in at the 5 spot. McGee, the pass to Davis, over Love, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there, Kevin. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Ball finds Love. Over Davis. And it's Love missing.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
And Davis puts it in.
Even though Davis gets bodied just a little bit, he still knocks down the shot right in the defense's face.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Over to the wing. Tipped away. 6 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Love. Sacramento grabs the miss. McGee's got 4 rebounds in this game. Bounce pass from Lowry. Here's Davis. Great look there, but off target. Knicks trail by 7. Here's Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
As soon as Gallinari saw the lane open up, he took it right at the defense and finishes off the style.
Lowry passes to Oubre. Now McGee. Here's Davis. He can't get that one to fall. Good D from Love. For New York, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. They grabbed their own miss. Ingles kicks to Gallinari. Can't hit that one. Sacramento leading by 5. Here's Davis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 6 assists in the game. New York shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Here's Paul. Yes, it is. Boy, that is a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
That is why Chris Paul has the ball in his hands. Delivered.
On the wing, Davis. And it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Paul is doubled. Passes it to Ingles. Releases. And Davis sends it back. And he gets it back. Second shot opportunity. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
Talk about versatility on offense a lot, but how about on defense? And he takes pride in making an impact down there.
outside Bogdanovich. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Ingles kicks to Robinson. There's the pass to Paul. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
Yeah, and do you see Chris Paul sweating right now, Kevin? I don't.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
And an intentional foul right there. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
Well, as good as AD already is, to think that there's still upside to his game, it's really remarkable. Athletic, talented, and continues to work hard to maximize his talents.
New York calls timeout. They're down by 6. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, act fast, but without mistakes.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
Yeah, more than half of their scoring has been through him. It hadn't been selfish either. That's the way they mapped this thing out. And they knew what a tough matchup he'd be for their D, so they just decided to ride it.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap, and I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 5. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
Here's Robinson. It drops.
Can't afford these defensive breakdowns, especially down the stretch.
Yeah, breakdowns like this are only going to hurt you moving forward and late in the game. Establish some trust and make the defense come together.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're leading by 3. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.